Shalom and good day all, this is Healing29 back again for another indie comic review, and in this indie comic review I'll be covering Kingspawn issue 37 and also Rogue Sun issue 21. I'll now get things organised for the first one that will be reviewed. So starting off with Kingspawn issue 37, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the area of the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what is happening story-wise with the characters. As we have a look at the beginning of the story, we have the character of Spawn using Cygor, which is a cyber gorilla, as his ally as he goes up against a new set of enemies. As we start to jump towards the middle of the story, we get this really nice splash page of where Cygor and Spawn literally go full out, as in taking out the enemies. Really nice shot, I must admit. And last but not least, towards the end of the story, as they move into the next area and the next lot of people that they need to go and take out. So for the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the story. First things first, did we get anything in relation comic book reference-wise? No, we didn't. Though it probably wouldn't have hurt to include a reference to the previous issue, just to let the audience know, okay, this is when the character made their appearance in relation to working with Spawn, or you could even made it to first appearance where they started beginning the work of Spawn. Next is the area of time, to which we didn't get anything. Next is the location. We didn't quite get the name of the location where things were taking place. The cast of characters consisting of Spawn, Cygor, of course we had Granny Blake, and last but not least, the character of Tyrone brought up in the discussion. For the overall rating of this, I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move into Rogue Sun issue 21. So, as we jump into Rogue Sun issue 21, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which we do actually get to see this character. I believe they're known as Morningstar, make an appearance in helping the character of the Rogue Sun himself, Dylan Bell, as he goes up against one of his villains by the name of Divinity. So moving into the beginning of the story, as we have a look at the art around the beginning, middle and end, we have the character of Divinity and Morningstar, as well as Rogue Sun, having an all-out fight. The fight continues as we move into the middle of the story, but there is something else that I did actually want to show, mainly in relation to the rest of Dylan Bell's family. This too is around the middle. And last but not least, towards the end, to which Dylan Bell is asked to help discover the murderer of one of the Averys, or a person in connection to the Avery, what led to the death of one of her members. And yes, they are asking for justice. For the internal art, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the story rating, made up of comic references. Did we get any comic references to any of the previous issues? No, we didn't. Next is the area of time. No real indication of time. The location, it's still taking place in its main location, which I believe is in New Orleans, though I might be incorrect on that, as it's been a while since I've reviewed Rogue Sun. Next is the cast of characters, to which we have Dottie being brought up, who plays a role in relation to the crystals, or basically the crystal prisons. We also had the character of Morningstar, Dylan, who is Rogue Sun, or Dylan Bell, who is the Rogue Sun, the character of Divinity. We also had Ori, Brock, Finnegan, and of course, Mrs. Bell. For the overall story rating in this, I give a 7 out of 10. Well, until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.